Every time you get on a bench press and you try and go up in weight, you get that bar stuck on your chest. You need to go around and ask the gym, can somebody spot you because you can't actually lift the weight. You're in there 1 rep maxing every single session. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna tell you, that's not the way to increase your rep weight on the bench press. You're missing one key piece. It's hidden right in the middle of this video. Make sure you stay tuned for 3 ways to increase your rep weight on the bench. First and foremost, biggest thing that you need to watch out for when you are trying to increase your bench press is you need to make sure that you're putting emphasis on your chest muscle. So depending on the position of your elbow, depending on the position of the path of the bar, you could be taking emphasis off of your chest. I did a video a month or 2 ago about chest press techniques, different things that help you during your chest day. I'm gonna touch on a couple of those things today, but if you haven't checked that video out, make sure you go check that one out. The 3 indicators that let you know that you're not putting emphasis on your chest muscle is your elbow position, the pathway that the bar is taking, and also your feet position. So all 3 of these things are gonna help you during your set. They're gonna help you keep emphasis on your chest, and your feet position is gonna be able to help you drive from your legs if you ever get in trouble during your reps. So your elbow position is important because if you have your elbows too high and they're positioned kind of like parallel with your shoulders, you're completely gonna start working more of your shoulder muscle than you will your chest. So you need to make sure that your elbow position is about somewhere between a 45-degree angle, but you really want to make sure that that bar is lined up with the mid-level of your chest and not the bottom and not the top. Other thing you want to watch out for is the pathway of the bar. You want to make sure that the path is not going behind you, back towards the rack, like you're racking the weight back up or something like that. And you want to make sure it's not going on an angle outward away from your chest. You want to make sure that the bar is going almost straight up and down, going in a good path of the mid-level of your chest. So again, these things are going to go hand in hand. If your elbow position is correct, it's probably a good chance that your pathway is either correct or is very close to being correct. So these things are going to go hand in hand, so make sure that you watch both of those. You can even start off with the bar if you like to make sure that you're putting emphasis on your chest. So second thing that you want to watch out for when you're trying to increase your rep weight on the bench press. Now this is probably why you watched the video in the first place, but I couldn't let you guys get out of here without knowing proper technique and making sure that you're actually putting emphasis on the targeted muscle group. So the second thing that's gonna help you when you're trying to develop or when you're trying to increase your bench press numbers is making sure that you're going up in weight properly. So, you know, if I'm somebody who can hit 185, 225, 195, whatever the weight is, if I can do that, you know, 10 times. Let's say that we have like a 4 or 5 set kind of rotation for our bench press and we're trying to increase our weight. So I can go from 12 reps, 10 reps, 8 reps, 6 reps to 4 reps, or I can also go from 10 reps, 8 reps, 6 reps, 4 reps if you're a beginner. So the benefit of doing that is you're getting a combination of full range of motion, an actual full set of bench press, but you're also getting that heavier weight in at the end. That 4 and 6 rep, you know, you're gonna be able to do more weight than you did with the 10 or 12 rep, that you did with the 10 or the 12 rep. So you wanna make sure that you know your weights. That's also a big thing. And it might take you a couple bench press sessions to find your rep weight, especially if you haven't been lifting like this or if you're just beginning. But the thing you can always do is every time you go down in reps, you wanna make sure that you're going up in weight. So if I know I can only hit, you know, 225 12 times, or, you know, 12 times, 13 times, whatever the number is, if I know that's the highest weight that I'm going is 225. The next weight that I go down to 10, I need to grab those 2.5s, put them on the side. I need to grab those 5s, so I go up either 5 or 10 pounds, and then I'm trying to hit 10 reps. That's very important that you're going up with every single rep set. It's very important that you're going up every single set that you're doing. You're not gonna shock the muscle if you're just doing 4 sets of 10. You're not gonna improve if you're never going up in weight. You have to make sure that you're going up in weight during your set if you wanna get your rep weight up. And eventually what you're aiming for is whatever number you're getting that 4 and 6 rep set for, you wanna try and get that for your 10 and 12. That's a good modest goal to set for yourself for the next couple months. You're not trying to jump, you know, a whole plate in the summer. You know, you just wanna make sure that you're using the small weight to move up to increase your rep weight. So I always stress the importance of using your own weight. So I went through the whole thing, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4. You know, I hit all of my reps. But you know, it's really important to know what your rep weight is and what you can do. So next time if I do something like this, which I honestly haven't done in a really long time, I know that I need to start heavier because each number I was still able to hit my reps. So you always want to challenge yourself, but that's why I always say, you know, it takes, you know, a session or two to figure out where your rep weight is at. If you haven't been benching, or especially if you haven't been benching like this, you need to figure out where your strength level is and then where you can improve from there. Let's hit up number 3. All right, the final thing that is going to help you increase your bench press. I actually don't want to say final thing because I do think there are a few other things that can help you, but for this video, this is the final thing. This is the top 3 things that I feel like is going to help you improve, especially as a beginner or intermediate. So the third thing actually doesn't have anything to do with the flat bench press. It has to do with other chest exercises in the gym. So obviously, as you do the flat bench more, you will improve and increase your rep weight, especially if you do the rep weight listed that I just went through, either 4 or 5 sets, depending on your level of fitness. But you also need to incorporate those other chest exercises as well. The chest has 3 different levels to it. There's an upper, mid, and lower level. You need to work all 3 of those levels to increase your bench press. Working those other 3 levels are only going to help you be able to first bench more weight, develop your chest, and increase your strength. So you have to do things like dumbbell bench press once you get done with the barbell. You have to incorporate incline bench press. You have to incorporate cable flies, dumbbell flies if those work for you. You have to use these exercises to your benefit so that you can develop your chest and get more strength in your full chest. That will help you increase your rep weight in return on the flat bench press. That is it, guys, for 3 ways to increase your bench press. I just want to make this clear, guys. Make sure that you pick your rep weight responsibly. You want to be able to make sure that you're getting through the rep, but you also have to make sure that last 1 or 2 reps are more challenging than the first couple reps that you've made. It's really, really important to increase your bench press. You have to challenge yourself. You have to shock that muscle group into growing, and you need to make sure that you're using the correct weight with the right amount of volume. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. See you next time.